So we have to talk about the Vallejo strike situation, because I don't know exactly what to make out of it. Yeah, if in case you didn't know, Vallejo, the workers of Vallejo, were on strike. I got to know this when I saw this post here on X by Acrylicos Vallejo. Today we'd like to share some important updates regarding the workers' strike in Vallejo, which has been successfully resolved. Thank you. And there's a statement of Vallejo about the resolved strike. And I was like, what? The workers of Vallejo were on strike? Why? What happened? And the more I got to know what was going on and got some background informations from the internet, I don't know exactly how to put this. So I need your help, guys. Let's have a look and find out what exactly could be going on. So we have this statement here, but we will come back to this later. So I was having a look around, what could I find about this strike? Here, Via Impresa reported that 98% of the workers of the Acrylicos Vallejo company are on strike in the factory of Vilanova Geltrù. That's the place where it is. So this here is the factory. And here you can see the workers on strike. I also found this on Reddit. Vallejo strike is over after 26 days. Workers win significant concessions. So after 26 days, the strike was over and they could resolve the situation. So what exactly was going on? Rascal here reported this. Vallejo factory workers go on strike. Here they have, supported by the Catalonian branch of Spanish Trade Union Federation, CGT, 74 strikers have cited dangerous working conditions, lack of harassment protections, and an unacceptable pay gap between managers and workers as reasons for taking industrial action. So that was like, whoa, what? Dangerous working conditions, like security problems in the building, lack of harassment protections. There was no harassment protocol, they say, and they are being underpaid. So Vallejo is one of the biggest paint producers worldwide, I think, for acrylic, for modeling. Yes. So on YouTube, I found the video of Zombie Sashimi, why the Vallejo stuff is on strike and what can we do to support them. Now let's have a look what he was about to say.
Safer work conditions. Along with working with paints on the formulation level, this in itself can be very dangerous to a person's health. It seems the facilities have been left to fall into some disrepair. There are reports of holes in the ceiling and some of the machinery is in need of repair. But rather than proper maintenance being made, they have instead been held together with quick fixes such as cardboard and tape. Better harassment protection. This brings up a few questions where there are few details that I could find. It may be that without protection, workers are not confident to speak up about the details of any harassment that has taken place, but I don't know. On a completely speculative thought, the fact that the company has not been willing to sit down and speak to the union suggests a form of power harassment from the top down where workers' difficulties have not been listened to.
Yeah, so that's crazy, right? I mean... fix machinery with cardboard and tape, or like, you know, if there's a hole in the ceiling and the water drop comes in, the rain, because from time to time there's also rain in Spain, right? So yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. I don't know if this is true. If it's true, it is a complete joke, because as he mentions here, yeah, with when you work with paints and produce paints, security and safety is very important. Very important. Then about the harassment protocol, I don't know about this. He also says there are not much more information about it. Maybe it's just possible that, you know, the workers, they want to have certain, like a few points on their list a few demands and not just one, because if you just come up with the salary, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a bit difficult. It gets a bit difficult if you just go on strike and demand more money, you know. I mean, everybody wants more money, right? It needs to be a bit more. But I mean, safety and security is a valid reason, and harassment, a lack of a missing harassment protocol as well. Like, if this is the case. He also suggested that possibly people should boycott Vallejo while the strike is ongoing. But some workers had some doubts, and me too. I don't know if this would really be the right thing to do, if this is a temporary thing, if you know, if it has just started. It's not like an ongoing thing already. Just to use public channels and shout boycott. I don't know. Not because of your relationship to the brand, but just in general. I think with these words and these, some heavy words, we need to be careful throwing them around so easily. And Zombie Sashimi also linked on this video here from Hellstorm Wargaming, stop buying Vallejo products. Like, he is also referring to, you know, we should stop buying those products.
So anyway, so that I DM'd CGT Catalunya, which is the trade union that is representing Acrylicos Vallejo, or the workers of Acrylicos Vallejo. As I said, 99% of the staff members are on strike. And I sent them a message saying I wanted to, who I am, I wanted to promote the message, what are the demands of the strike, because currently they are striking for 2 hours a day. And this is the response I got. Hello, Mikey, thank you very much for your interest and support. The workers of Acrylicos Vallejo organising the CGT union have been on strike since Monday. And this, for reference, this is last Monday, not this Monday. So, yeah, just over a week ago. As you may have seen, there are 3 reasons that have led us to this strike. A 15% salary increase. Right now, we are earning almost a legal minimum wage in Spain, while the company continues to make more and more revenue, increase profits. The gap between workers' wages and executive wages is growing larger. Nothing that you've not heard before, and it's happening in our industry now as well.
Exactly.
Improvement on safety conditions. Currently, there are some areas in the factory that are deplorable state. Some parts of the ceiling have fallen, luckily without injuring anyone. There are outdated machines with no maintenance. To give you an idea, some machines had been repaired by putting in brackets to keep them together.
Okay, here it's not like tape and cardboard, it's brackets. They talk about brackets, how the machines were just spontaneously repaired.
Creation of a protocol against workplace harassment. There are executives in the company who are professionals in workplace harassment and have dedicated themselves to harassing and making workers' lives impossible. This cannot be allowed under any circumstance.
They are professionals in workplace harassment and have dedicated themselves to harassing and making workers' life impossible. That sounds bad. That sounds very bad to me.
What are we asking from the community? First of all, we want to say they're surprised and amazed by the support we're receiving all over the world. You're incredible. If you want to take part in the struggle of the workers at Acrylicos Vallejo, we can suggest the following actions. So what they're asking for is to spread the fight, as you've been doing so far. Lastly, if you're considering not buying any more products until the strike is over, it'll be a good way to put pressure on the company. So
the CGT is also suggesting that maybe although it's the last point of their measures, but maybe it would be a good thing not to buy products anymore. I'm not sure, especially in this short time, during this short period, because not so many people would have. I'm sure not that many people knew this during the time. Meanwhile, the strike is over already. Trovarian Miniatures also reported about this strike. Somehow in the wargaming or figure painting scene, this was more of a topic than because I haven't seen any scale modeling channel report about this so far. Not so far.
Or the other, and it has flown under the radar of a majority of the community. There have been a few tweets in support by larger creators. Brent from Goobertown Hobbies sent them a polite email, but especially here on YouTube in particular, it is a bit of a hot topic and has not been covered, at least in a serious way. Some creators would outright bite the hand that is feeding them if they made a video on it. For others, it might not fit the always positive base theme of the channels, and no one really wants to hurt the potential relationship with a big player. But I feel like there needs to be a video on this, and since I pride myself in being as
Well, that is not a problem because we are very interested in hot topics, right? So this is what we have now. There's this strike. They say they're underpaid. It's a bit in contrary what everybody thought of Vallejo as a paint producer, like a factory of paint. So from the timeline, this started late November as a partial strike for 16 days. And at the beginning of December, then it escalated because Vallejo didn't do any concessions. And I think then they turned into some sort of full strike, but still some shifts were being worked. After 26 days of escalating actions, striking workers at the Catalonian paint manufacturers Acrílicos Vallejo have won significant victories at the negotiation table. So there was a pre-agreement signed that would guarantee workers a salary increase, a parental aid package, new workplace harassment protocols, and occupational safety improvements. So that was like the result of the strike. After 26 days, Vallejo could end the strike with this pre-agreement. And that's when they put out this statement on social media, on their social media accounts, the 3rd January 2025. That was after this agreement. Now, let's have a quick look here. The main points of the agreement reflect our commitment to the satisfaction and well-being of our team. Now, let's hear now. Now we heard the striking side, right? Now let's listen to the other side, what Vallejo has to say. So, wage improvements. All our employees will receive a substantial increase in their salaries. All right? With special attention to those with lower incomes. So it's not just the managers will get more money than they already receive. Social benefits. We have introduced additional benefits such as school vouchers, childbirth support, and specific benefits for single-parent families. Nice. Workplace harassment protocol. We will strengthen our protocol to prevent and respond to workplace harassment, ensuring a safe and respectful work environment. Okay? And occupational safety. We will continue to comply with all current regulations, thoroughly review the functioning of the Occupational Health Committee, and continue to prioritize the safety of our employees through exhaustive monitoring. So, yeah, they state that they will continue to comply. So they're not stating that the safety was, I don't know, that they didn't took care of it before. Then here, in Vallejos, the smooth running of the company and our customers are our top priority. Okay? We will strive every day to offer you the best products and service you deserve. We want to keep you informed, so we would like to clarify some misinformation that has been shared recently. So now they talk about misinformation that has been shared. Let's see what they mean. Wages. Acrílicos Vallejo does not pay its workers below the minimum wage. In fact, it has always had salaries for the entire team above the collective bargaining agreement, which in turn is significantly above the minimum wage established by law. Facilities. Our facilities are not in poor condition, are safe and meet all legal standards. We know there's always details to improve, and the company is sensitive to requirements of its employees and will work together with them to improve and solve any issue. Okay? New factory. In addition, our commitment is to continue growing as a manufacturer in the city where we were born. And therefore, we are investing in a new factory very close to the current one that will increase the welfare of employees, boost the future of the business, and secure jobs in our hometown. So we heard that Vallejo is a family company owned by a family. It's like a traditional family company. And they wanted to, and we also heard that it is expensive living in Barcelona, but they wanted to stay there because they were born there. That's where they come from. So they wanted to have give workers of this area a possibility to have a good job. Now, these workers seem not to be too happy with what was going on, all in all. But what they say here is that they are not paying below the minimum. They are above the minimum. They say their facilities are not in poor condition and they meet all legal standards. Because I'm sure there must be some inspection or something from time to time, at least also in Spain, I guess. And a new factory. Now, this is very important. This is very important, the new factory. Because, of course, when you already plan to build a new factory, you will not invest in the old one. You will only invest the minimum to make sure it meets all legal standards. I would do the same. You don't want to make a luxury palace out of your old factory when you're building a new one. So you have to invest in the new one, not in the old one. That is understandable. I would do the same thing. I think this is very... And they say here, a new factory very close to the current one that will increase the welfare of employees. So maybe it will be still close, but maybe it's in another district where they have different type of taxes or something that could also have a positive effect on the employees. So they are keeping it local. Okay, workplace harassment protocol. We have an active protocol and we are committed to continue improving it to ensure a safe and respectful work environment. Okay, this, sounds like they have one, but it didn't really work. Really. Quality. For Vallejo, quality is and will continue to be our hallmark. We pursue innovation and improvement of our ranges to always offer the best to our community. That's the impression we all had, right? That's the impression we all had of Vallejo. Anyway, short timeout. Please do not forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you don't know what to do while you're watching this video, let's make a deal. Next time you watch the Rusty Scale Show, you'll subscribe. Deal? Family business, but not anymore, because here they also report Vallejo had been purchased by an investment firm, Pro A Capital, for just under 53 million. Okay? So then you think like, oh, they have been bought by an investment firm. An investment firm, Pro A Capital. Let's check it. Here, Pro A Capital. They have Vallejo in their portfolio. Vallejo is one of the world leaders in manufacturing of water-based acrylic paints, effects, and tools for miniature games and scale models. Okay, with more than 45 years of experience, stands out for its excellent quality. Headquarters and manufacturing facilities are based in Barcelona. So, type of investment, growth, okay? Investment date, December 2023, so 1 year before the strike started. Location, Vilanova y la Geltrù. Status in portfolio, okay? So, type on... Because I was thinking like, man, this is a bit sus, right? Pro A Capital. But the type of investment is growth. Now here, Pro A Capital overview. Investment type, buyout. So buyout means buyout occur when a buyer acquires more than 50% of the company, leading to a change of control. So what they actually do is just buy the company and take over and do whatever they want. But here, founded in 2007, Pro A Capital is a private equity firm based in Madrid, Spain. The firm prefers to acquire majority stakes and specializes in the acquisition, management buyout, and build-up investments. The firm seeks to invest in market-leading, family-run companies. Because I was trying to find some bad things about this company, but I couldn't really. And what we read here is also kind of, that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, yeah, they buy you out, they take over, but maybe you want it because you have problems, right? Maybe your company is a good company, but you have problems with the market. They buy out and they invest. And they seek to invest in market-leading family-run companies. So Vallejo is actually the perfect example. And it's also a Spain company. I don't know. Have you heard anything like bad about this company, that they have a bit like, critical behavior sometimes? I really couldn't find, except that they seek to invest in market-leading family-run business. So let's have a look here. I was checking for Google Maps to see where this is located, and I think I found them. I found this must be it, right? This must be it. Look here at those buildings here, those company buildings, the way they are built and the color they have. This one, right? So these buildings here. This must be it. Must be it. Right here. Carrer Doisebi, Milan. So it's a bit outside, right? It's a bit outside of Barcelona. It's not like in the middle. But that must be it. That must be it. So here we have the index of the standard of living by country. So this is Spain. It has an index of 188. Okay, then France, 159. So the index of France is lower than Spain. Germany, 185, a bit higher. Switzerland, 204. Then let's go to United Kingdom, 170. Spain, 180. I mean, yeah, they're a bit above the average. Portugal has 167. 180. So the I don't know, the standard of living is not that bad. It's not that bad in Spain. Now, I wanted to see, like, what is the cost of living in Barcelona? Like the average cost of living. So we see here a single person estimated monthly costs are 821 euros without rent. 821 euros without rent. Okay, let's go and see the prices of rent here. An apartment rent in the city center, 1,200. Okay, that's a bit high. Let's say you have a 3-bedroom apartment outside of the center, 1,500. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. But that's in this, yeah, that's still in the city, huh? 1,500 plus this 821. 2,300. Okay, the average income in Barcelona, the average salary is like 2,820 a month before taxes. That's before taxes. That's 2022. 2,800. What is the minimum salary in Spain? The minimum salary in Spain is 1,300 for a full-time employee working 40 hours a week. So that's the minimum salary in Spain is 1,300, and the average salary in Barcelona is 2,820. So actually, that's quite above the minimum salary. It's quite above the minimum salary here, Barcelona. Almost 3,000 here. This says actually even over 3,000. And I remember seeing in one of the posts here that they said they're almost under the, almost, I don't know if I can find it now. They say they are almost under the minimum salary. Now they have wage improvements, and Vallejo also sets out for the future that they will have better conditions. They will have better conditions because they are building up a new factory. So they are primarily investing. So the way I see it, the way I see it now, if I paint the picture of this, let me have this, hold on, here. So the way, oh shit. So the way it plays out to me right now is that Pro A Capita took over the company 1 year ago. They invested, like they did a complete rebrand, reformula, and redesigned all their ranges, or they're about to. What they haven't redesigned, they will. And they want to build a new factory nearby. So there's a lot of investment. And I think in this time, maybe some things, you know, got a bit forgotten. Maintenance was not maybe as good as it could be, but still up to legal standards, legal requirements. Maybe harassment protocol was not working properly because they had other problems. A lot is going on. I mean, yeah, if a company has a buyout investor, that is, it takes a lot of time, you know. Just all the administration and changing the strategy, the tactics, everything, the way you work, the way you have new stakeholders, you have a new management, everything is new. That takes a lot of time. And I believe that, maybe some part of the harassment protocol, security and safety standards and stuff like this was a bit neglected a bit. I could imagine. But I have the feeling, if I read this and take this all in, that everything is for the better of everybody. Like for the company, for the customers, but also for the employees, the workers. I do believe. But that Vallejo did have to do some changes and agreed to improvements shows that not everything was going like that, not everything was running well. Not everything was in the way it should be, because otherwise they wouldn't have done all these improvements. I mean, economy in Spain, in Europe, in Spain, is not that well. It's difficult. Everybody has to fight. Even a global company, as we all know, as Vallejo. So what is your opinion? What do you make out of this? Please, let us know it down there in the comment section. Leave a comment. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.